Good morning. Today, I had a Nutella sandwich and some good old almond milk. Ready to start the day, ready to film, ready to vlog. Can you see the determination on my face? It's there. If you can't look harder. Ah, yes. Many thoughts going in my head, and yet nothing's there at all. Just going. Oh, this day is bound to be bright. We all know that SpongeBob says he's ready. But SpongeBob didn't have nothing on me that day. Truly, I was ready to do cartwheels off an airplane. I was that ready. Skydiving. Well, boy, do I have news for you. That didn't happen. Well, that's okay. Always tomorrow, right? Yeah. In that case, no wonder I changed clothes into a dress. Now to sit on my bed and calmly organize some beads that I've been meaning to, but never getting to. And I got some tattoos that is like permanent now. I'm just kidding, psych. Those are actually temporary doodles that I had did on my arm. After so much hard work with that bead set, I decided to mosey on my phone onto a game I've been meaning to try. Mojang? Mahjong? Basically, I believe it's a Japanese matching game. I thought it had something to do with numbers since I've seen it around, but I kind of assumed it was complicated. But you know what the only thing complicated about this game is? Them darn ads! Oh, I bet you thought the rest of that day was productive. You thought wrong. You thought real wrong. You get an X for thinking that. Well, while you making faces at the camera, I hope today is a more productive day, 'cause you're looking cute, but is the day looking cute and prosperous? Yeah. So, garden planning. Yeah, that's productive, alright. That really is. But let me let y'all in on a little secret. You see that thing on the top of the corner? Yeah, it looks like she recorded herself while she did this, don't it? Right, well, she did. But not on the day you think. Just pay attention to the lighting, okay? Look at the lighting and look back at what she's actually doing. She look bored, don't she? Oh, she do. Not bored of gardening planning, 'cause that sure ain't happening. But alas, at least the darling is doing something productive, right? Right. I did some gardening planning, apparently. But one would think after that day, more productivity would have happened, you know? Can't be even more wronger. What is wrong with you? Okay, after that whole gardening plan, well, this is a different day, so it's not really directly after the gardening plan, is it? But I decided to do an escape room. I'm just checking for the music at this point to make sure it's not, up, because copyright and stuff. Where am I? Some sort of train? It's speeding out of control. If I don't get off, it's gonna be the end of the road for me. A keypad. If I open the door, maybe I can get to the front of the train. I can't give up. I've got to escape. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I know that's right. Oh, you guys can't tell me that wasn't, Elite voice acting right there. Is it Elite or Elite? I think it's Elite. I think a lot of things. So, I'm not gonna sit here and explain all my choice of actions during this escape room, but I do have to tell you that during it, I was being big brain, like everybody else that goes into an escape room, So, at the posters, you'll see me going back and forth because there was a couple of things that had gotten my attention, obviously. First off, being the numbers that was repeated, like 2, 7, 5, and 4. So, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of thinking different possibilities of what the code could actually be. At this point, I didn't know the code was a 4-digit code. So I was just running on the idea that, this was like something that's supposed to be like really, really hard. And, like I saw this poster that says coffee. At the end of it, it had 2 3s. Okay. You see the poster that's coming up that says, with the discounts? Well, if you look closer, the code for that is coffee too. But you'll notice that instead of like the C and O at the beginning of coffee, it's 4 and 0, I think. And then at the end, it's 2 2. So I'm like, ooh, hold up. Wait a minute now. Where do I, is there something I have to, bring together? Like, is it a code? Like 403322? Is that what we're getting at? But it was just a lot of things that had my attention, and I was thinking of possible answers for them. Yeah. In the seats because first off, the 2 seats, like these 2 seats that's showing up right now, I had brought them up thinking, hey, that was a part of the code because it was just on the paper. But in reality, the paper was explaining the way the seats was set up. And, it says A6 for one of the seats because that was A6. Like that seat was literally A6. So now that I'm going back to that one, I'm looking at, when I say that one, I'm talking about the Lucky Seats one that I skimmed over a couple times. Okay, so obviously I had to correct myself because, I ended up thinking the wrong thing. You'll see. Throughout this whole gameplay, I didn't know what them squiggly lines meant, and I'm afraid I didn't get to see them. You will already see that I actually liked this level. I didn't get to finish this level because, well, I had to go attend something. So, the posters for, we'll call this level 2 of the train escape, are actually written backwards, and some of the letters is misplaced. So, after going to the other side, like I have legs, but I can see, or I can run, but I have summer on my face. That's what it says. I have legs, but I can run. What am I? See, it's backwards. So, sun brings me, hatted, I didn't get that one. I am not a zip. Okay. That says magic number with the 4s. This says, I don't know what it says. This I will hide. Okay. You know what? So basically it's 50 cents for whatever this thing is. And I think it's what we need to get out. It's one of them swipe thingies. Too bad, so sad I never get to see it. Well, this is the end of my vlog. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.